On this World Refugee Day, we want to take a moment and focus on a local nonprofit that has been serving immigrants in Central Texas for nearly 30 years. Joining me this morning, Robert Painter. He's the interim executive director of American Gateways. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So if you can kind of lay out for us, what is the refugee situation here in Central Texas?
Sure. I think there are two things to point out. The first is that Texas is continuing to welcome a large number of refugees that are formerly being resettled into the state from other parts of the world through a U.S. government process. I think in fiscal year 2015, we resettled and welcomed about 7,500 new arrivals in Texas. The more pressing issue, though, is taking place on our southern border. Since the summer of 2014, we've seen a significant increase in the number of Central Americans arriving and requesting asylum, which is essentially the same thing as refugee status. They're all fleeing violence and armed conflict in their home countries, primarily Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras.
So when we hear refugee, I think maybe because of the news coverage, we think, Syria, Afghanistan, places like that. But are the majority of what we're seeing coming from Central America?
In Texas, yes.
Yeah, here in Texas. So then your group, what kind of services, how do you help these people out? What do you do?
Sure. I think the two primary ways that we support the refugee community in Central Texas are: first, we help people who walk into our office who are looking for assistance and actually applying for refugee status. And then second, we work at 4 different immigration detention centers in the state where people who have requested assistance are taken after they're apprehended. And we provide both workshops and Know Your Rights presentations so they have a better understanding of the immigration process and what the next steps are once they leave the center.
So somebody at home watching this might be, say, I'm not a refugee, I don't know anybody who is, but why is this important to everybody? Sure.
Well, we work with this community on a day-to-day basis, and one of the things that we've learned over the years is just how much this community contributes to making this Central Texas a dynamic and vibrant place. Before coming here, a lot of our clients were doctors or lawyers or dancers or artists or small business owners in their home country. They're risk takers. They've taken an awful lot of risks to get here, and they bring that energy and those skills and that expertise to bear on behalf of their new home and our community. So the more that we can support them, the better.
So if somebody's watching this and they say, I want to help out, can they volunteer? How do they go about doing that?
Absolutely. If they want to volunteer with us, they can go to our website at www.americangateways.com and look at the Get Involved tab. We're looking for anybody who wants to help out if they have language skills or office management skills. We're looking for professional volunteers as well, doctors, lawyers, psychologists. Anyone who wants to help, we can find a place for them.
All right, and that website, we're going to have a link to that website on our website, kxan.com. That way you can go there, we click on this story, and you can sign up there as well. Robert, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.